to go ahead and get started. We have our love sign. We have a white wreath. We have some greenery. We have our selection of ribbon, all different colors. And then we have some florals. We also have our wire cutters. We have our cable tie and a pipe cleaner. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of this out of our way. And I'm going to start by working with the sign. And I'm going to take my cable tie and I'm going to peel off the back part here. And then I'm going to put it in the back of my heart sign. And I'm going to press down really well. And then I'm going to thread my pipe cleaner in through the back of my heart sign. And now I'm going to take my wreath and I am going to attach my sign just by feeding in the pipe cleaners. So then I just want to flip it over and I want to twist it. And I don't want to twist it too tight because we can always come back in and twist it a little bit tighter later. But just to get us started, we want to twist it. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to add some greenery to our piece. And I really love this greenery. I've linked it down below. It comes from Michael's, and I love it because it's so bright and cheery, and that's what I want for this piece, something that's bright and cheery. So I'm going to go ahead and start breaking this garland apart and figuring out where I want to lay my pieces. So I have a piece that's about that long, and I'm just going to start randomly sticking them in here and there. Okay. Now if you wanted to, you don't have to do small pieces. You could also just take a branch. You could take a whole entire branch here. Let me show you. I'll get this all caught up. You could take a whole entire branch like this, and you could, if you wanted to, just weave it through. But I'm choosing to do piece by piece. That's entirely up to you. See how that's already started to soften up around the sign? So pretty. So I'm going to start with this blue here. So I'm going to measure out one piece of ribbon that is 21 inches long. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm going to take all my ribbon. They're all the same. You notice they're all the same length. They're all 21 inches long. Take my first color, and at 16, I'm going to fold it in half. That's an 8-inch loop. 8-inch loop. Take my wreath, put it back here, and I'm going to see what I think about an 8-inch loop. Do I think that that's a good length? I do. I like that. So that's my first loop. And I'm going to take my next piece, my ruler back down here again, and I'm going to do the same thing. 16, and I'm going to pinch, and I'm going to put it with this one. Pinching. My blue one, 16, pinching. Pinching. Autism puzzle piece one. 16, pinching. You see the bow starting to come along? And then this one, the yellow, 16, pinching. Okay, so they're all pinched. And now all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, white pipe cleaner, fold it over, fold all of my ribbons over, catch them all, see, and twist. And I'm twisting the bow. There we have our first bow made. Now I'm going to go do the same thing all over again. Super simple. Up. I need to grab another pipe cleaner. Taking my pipe cleaner over all of those pinched. I'm going to bend it over. I'm going to line up my pipe cleaners. Taking all of this ribbon, and this is another good reason why you need to use good ribbon. Really, see how my bow is holding its shape? It's holding its shape so nicely. It's because it's good quality ribbon. That does make such a difference. And if you can get double-sided, that's even better. Then you don't even have to worry about how you're flipping it. So now I have this bow, and I have my other bow, and I'm going to join them to make a great big bow. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over on the back. And all I'm doing is I'm intertwining those two sets of pipe cleaners. I'm just twisting them together. Pipe cleaners have become one of my best friends. Because if you make a mistake, they're so easy to undo. And now we've made one big bow. Let's get our wreath now. Okay, now I'm just going to take my two ends, just like I did with my sign. And I am going to figure out, I think I want my tails to come down. And just like we did on the sign, all I'm doing is I am pulling those two pipe cleaners through. And remember, I said you don't have to do it real tight now if you don't want to. We can go up and finish that up later. And the reason why I'm using white is because we're working on a white wreath. So we want to try to hide. We don't want to have anything showing like the pipe cleaner. Now, this is still too loose for me. But once I get some greens, I'm going to secure it with some greens. That's going to make a difference. Oh, I love the way this looks. Now, as far as tails goes, we're going to add some more tails, longer tails in just a bit. But this is just to get us started. Take the end of your ribbon, you're going to fold it in half, and with your scissors, just make a V. And that just gives it a nice pretty end. Do you have to do that? No, you do not have to do that. That's what I love about creating. You're making your own piece. You can do it however you want. I'll put a link down in the description where I got my ribbons from. I believe it was Craft Outlet. The ribbon is really nice. It holds up, which is what you want. When you make a loop, you want the loop to stand up. Okay, so now we're going to take a different type of greenery and we're going to start filling in a little bit more before we add our flowers. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for a moment so that I can show you exactly what I'm going to do. I am just going to make some ribbon loops. So I'm not even going to measure, okay? I'm just going to eyeball it to what I think would look good. And I'm going to guess a ribbon maybe this size. And just to help you out, I'll let you know how long that is. I'm guessing, I'd say about 12 inches. Okay, I'm just going to make a ribbon loop and I'm going to cut just like so. I'm going to take half of my pipe cleaner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to use my wire cutters and I am going to snip it. And then with the half of the pipe cleaner, I'm just going to make some ribbon loops. Do you notice how I'm just bending it, taking the end, and I'm just bending it. Now this is one way that we can do it. And what this is going to leave us with is just a loop. We're going to start sticking these around in the wreath. The other thing that we can do is we can take about 12 inches of ribbon and we can fold it, make a smaller loop, pinch it, and then we have a tail. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to make 3 of each. I'm going to make 3 of these with a tail. If you want to go ahead and dovetail them, might be easier for you than when you get them in the wreath. So I'm going to make 3 of these, and I'm going to make 3 of these, and then I'm going to come back. Off to the side. I'm going to bring my wreath back, get my pipe cleaners out of the way. I might not be done with my ribbon, so I'm going to leave my ribbon over here because I might decide to add some more colors. But let's see. Okay, now I'm going to put a long tail in. Still wrapping this around. This just gives you a nice, almost like a stem to put the glue on. Sometimes the glue strings likes to stick to the vinyl, so I have had a couple instances where I have covered up my sign. I'm kind of wondering if I should do that here because it's liking the glue. So what I've decided I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to stop with the ribbon for right now, and I am going to start putting in my flowers. For red flowers, I've chosen these. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They were $1.67, and I'm sure I got them when they were on sale. I have 3 of these. The reason why I like these is because of the yellow center with the yellow ribbon, and I also have picked out these as well. So I just think that this is going to be really pretty together. Now, a lot of people can work flat on a surface like this. However, for me, I need to be up on my easels. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to move over to my easel to finish. So as I was saying, you can see I've moved it to my easel now so that I can really start to see how things are laying out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place the rest of the flowers For the sake of the video, I'm not going to bother to glue them. I'm going to go back and glue them afterwards, but I just want you to get an idea of how to place the flowers. And I always try to incorporate them into the bow. That makes the bow blend with the piece. It doesn't just look like you put a bow on top of your piece. It looks like it's integrated into your work. So it makes it look all the more natural. On this particular fun piece, I love how bright and cherry this is. And really the variety of flowers that you could choose in this piece, oh my goodness, there's so many that you could choose from. I love the way that this bends. I get this at Hobby Lobby. I love things that allow you to give them some movement so they look natural. They don't look set. Also, if you see this video and you're interested in a re-sign, leave a comment and I'll reach out to you, because I will be able to just sell the signs as well. These flowers do not want to go in the grapevine. The grapevine's giving it a good fight. I love that, because then once you get them in, you know that they're in good and secure. Now you can continue to fill this out as much as you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to go back in with some more ribbon. I'm definitely going to do some dark blue. You could even put, if you had dark blue flowers that you wanted to add, you could put any color. That's what I love so much about this. You could choose any one of these colors to add more florals to your wreath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, finish up the piece, and then I will go ahead and I will show you the final product. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned a tip or two.